Hello, we're back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm excited. Okay, I had to clean my storage. I tried to record. I had to clean my storage, so I don't know. I heard somebody say the other day you need to clean your room. And I was thinking, no, besides my little nest here, it's clean. But maybe that was what they was talking about. God was telling me I need to clean, make room, so that I can do the new, let the new in. Make room for the new. Okay, guys, so last time we were talking about the woman at the well, how she met Jesus and how he met her right where she was, and how her whole life changed as a result. She went from being loveless, unloved, thirsty, relationships just dry, no unconditional love, no love coming in, desperate. I mean, she making changes. She like, something gotta give. I know that I am due a spiritual inheritance, but I am not seeing it. Where is it at? Got all these blockages politically, spiritually. People are spiritually prejudiced of me, saying that I can't come in for this reason, I can't go there for that reason, I can't have that for another reason. And she ran into the one who sent his son to baptize her with his fire, with his compassion. The passion of the Christ. She ran into him. He was waiting for her, as a matter of fact. And so today, it starts off, it's like it's picking up. Okay, after that, we have the Ace of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. And it says new love, a new relationship, creative passion, or a spiritual connection may be blossoming. Open heart, creativity, and spirituality. And then we have the Three of Pentacles, collaboration. Work with others to achieve a common goal by combining your skills and talents. Teamwork, skill, creating, building. And then we have keep it simple, don't be stupid. It's better to have a simple life in the fear of God than great wealth with turmoil and headaches, which is what she had. Turmoil and headaches. Might have been married for security. But yeah, whatever it was, it came with turmoil, headaches, and not true unconditional love. But here he is pouring out, saying, team up with me. Come on, that water done broke. It is time to build. It is time to create. It is time to take our spirituality to another level. It is time to expand. The doors of his heart are open. And all we got to do is reciprocate. Be open to that love as well. Simple. We have the Hierophant, Ten of Cups, and Nine of Cups. Yes. And it says, promises to come. When God launches his promises earthward, how swift and sure they come. Psalms 147:15. So here he is giving her, saying, hey, tradition. It says structure and ritual can hold meaning, but only if they are aligned with your inner truth. Religion, conformity, and establishment. And she had an issue. She had a bone to pick, remember? Yeah, with the traditions, with the religions that were keeping her out, saying she wasn't allowed, she wasn't good enough, she wasn't this enough. But Christ told her that there's coming a time, even now, when it won't matter where you worship, but who you worship and how you live your life. And she was like, okay. That's good news. Here we have the Ten of Cups. Emotional abundance flows freely. Emotional abundance flows freely, bringing domestic bliss and supportive relationships. We have family, we have home, we have stability, we have contentment, and then we have the Nine of Cups. Celebrate yourself and all you've achieved. Your desires are aligning with reality. Okay. Yeah. Your desires are aligning with reality. So we going from dreaming about it to walking in it. Satisfaction, plenty, wish fulfillment. So much so that you can just indulge. Plenty, you can share. Yes, didn't he come through? Didn't he come through for her? He came through. Just hold on, we're going home. It's hard to do these things alone. Just hold on, we're going home. Yes, he had his eye on her. He knew who she was beyond the fault, beyond the fear, beyond the shame of the life of the, she had built for herself, over the mistakes she had made, over the education she didn't have, over all the things she didn't know. It caused her to be in a place where she needed somewhere else to go. I can't stay here. This right here is depleting me. I need to drink from the well that doesn't run dry. I need to drink from your well, God, that doesn't run dry. And then we have reaping and sowing. It says bad people. Let me turn this a little bit. Because when I lean, I want to still be seen. Okay. It says bad people will get what they deserve. Good people will be rewarded for their deeds. Good people will be rewarded for their deeds. Bad people will get what they deserve. And then we have God examines motives. That first one, reaping and sowing, about bad people will get what they deserve and good people will get their rewards. That's Proverbs 14:14, I'm sorry. God examines motives is the next one. A person may think their own ways are right, but the Lord weighs the heart and examines our motives. Motives are examined, hearts are weighed. Are your ways really right? Give your all to God for an examination. And we have the Star, Three of Swords, Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands. Yes, he came through and healed her, made everything brand new. Hope is renewed after a period of adversity. The future is bright with new possibilities. Healing, renewal, peace, blessings. Yes. Yes. And then you see her pouring back, giving back what she has received from this cup of new love that is overflowing and coming from the Father himself, from the Creator himself. because she chose to collaborate. Get on his team and receive a dream come true. You get to do you, baby. You get to do you. You have his permission because he's weighed your heart. He's examined your heart. Remember? He examined her heart, checked her motives. And found worthy of healing, worthy of being restored. Right here we have Three of Swords, heartbreak. You're suffering emotional pain, whether from heartbreak, betrayal, or facing a harsh truth. Yes, she has some harsh truths to face. She has some sadness and some endings and some betrayals. You know, she had been relentlessly disappointed by her previous relationships. Didn't really know what a real relationship looked like. Probably in her mind, you know, she had an idea, but she knew that what she was experiencing was not it. This is not it. Give me this living water so I don't have to be thirsty anymore. And then we have the Knight of Cups. She received an invitation, and an idealistic offer is being presented, whether in love, creativity, or new opportunities. Romance, charming, offer, chivalry. Yes, yes, chivalry is back, baby. And as a result, we have the Queen of Wands. Your magnetic energy attracts admiration and opportunities. Step into your power, charisma, independence, magnetic. Oh yeah, oh yeah. He said, you a star. Star. You a star, I see you. 'Cause you a good girl and you know it. You act so different around me. 'Cause you a good girl and you know it. Yes, and I know exactly who you could be. Just hold on, we're going home. Just hold on, we're going home. He opened doors that no man could shut, okay? Yes. And then next we have, grow until poverty shrinks. The world of the generous gets larger and larger. The world of the stingy gets smaller and smaller. Proverbs 11:24. And then we have a fortune made by a lying tongue. Make it to the top by lying and cheating. Get paid with smoke and deadly promotions. And she didn't make it to where she was in relationship with Christ, you know what I mean, by lying or cheating her way in. No. She told the truth. We know that because her heart was weighed. Her motives was checked. The Lord weighs the heart and examines our motives. And he found her to be worthy. Worthy to go on an adventure. We have the Knight of Wands, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. We have adventure, we have action, and we have steadiness. Fiery energy and courage define this forward momentum. Ride the wave of inspired action. Yes. He checked her motives, and from there she was motivated. She was confident. You're charging forward with purpose. Express your intentions confidently. Knight of Swords. Assertive. Be direct. Be ambitious. And be daring. And then the Knight of Pentacles. Steadiness. Lay the foundation with discipline and routine. True success requires consistency. Be responsible, methodical, and practical. And the world of the generous will get larger and larger. Now, we have the Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, clarified by a fortune made by a lying tongue, made it to the top by lying and cheating, make it to the top by lying and cheating, and get paid with smoke and a deadly promotion. Proverbs 21:6. We have the Four of Pentacles. It says clinging to control, possessions, or routines may be rooted in insecurity. So this is someone who is a miser, who is possessive. Probably these are the type of men that she was collaborating with before. Yeah, she ran into the generous one. So she had to make a transition with this Eight of Cups. Release what no longer serves you, to search for deeper meaning and a more authentic path. Walking away, soul searching, going on a quest. And then we have the Five of Cups. Loss and grief bring deep sadness and mourning. Yet, all is not lost. Grief, loss, regret, disappointment. But see, this is what happens when we try to cheat the system. And definitely trying to cheat God. It won't work. It won't work because he is examining the motives. He is weighing the heart. So there's someone that she was dealing with. She had to walk away because it was not serving her. 8 cups, but no love in them. She had to release what was no longer serving her, this possessive, clinging, controlling person. System. Family. Whatever it was. She had to go through the grief, go through the loss, face the truth of the disappointment with this heartbreak. Let God heal her. Let him heal her so that she could receive justice. Yeah. It says we have justice and we have making plans. We have justice and the Two of Wands. It says trust in the order of truth and consequences. See, that was talking about reaping and sowing. That reaping and sowing. Bad people will get what they deserve and good people will be rewarded for their deeds. Because God is examining. He's weighing. He's not blind. He sees all. He knows all. There's a reward for those who are generous. Their world gets larger and larger. And consequences for those who are stingy. Their world gets smaller and smaller. See? Just, yeah. Hoarding. And even in the natural, hoarding, when you hoard anything, you're so surrounded by the stuff and the things, people can't even come over no more. Because you got so much stuff, unimportant things that mean nothing, things that can't love you, can't hug you, can't listen to you, can't talk to you. Yeah. Holding on to too many of the wrong things, being stingy too. Heart is not open. This heart is not open. Which is why we had to make that transition. Let it go. So that we can go on to these adventures and this action and and this steadfastness. So we have justice And it says, trust in the order of truth and consequences, balance and fairness will soon be restored. Balance and fairness will soon be restored. Because this is not balance. Neither is this. Yeah, which is why we had to walk away. Imbalanced. This is not my portion. You knew this is not my portion. This is not what I sowed. Why am I reaping this? Have to make decisions because you accepting it. When you're ready to transition, you receive something different, which is what she did and why she decided to collaborate with the hero. Drop the zero and get with that hero. Drop the religion, drop the religion and get with the relationship. Drop the traditions that don't work for you. That are no longer serving you, not doing you no good to be, tied up, possessed by, breadcrumb, and constantly in a state of grieving. Won't do you no good. So you say, let me go. Moving on. I'm ready. I'm ready for the adventure. I'm ready to take action. I'm ready to be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. What were we doing next? He said, okay, come on. Come on, let's go. You ready? We're going to heal that heart. We're going to get ready to pour. Give what you have received. I got an invitation for you. I have an opportunity for you to be your authentic self. Not the self that's overgiven, waiting on your turn to receive from people who are stingy. People who are liars, people who are cheaters. You weren't going to never get it there. But here he comes. Justice shows up just in time. Justice shows up truthful, with fairness and equality. And then it says the Two of Wands making plans. Should you stay with the security of the familiar or venture out into the unknown? Venture out. Venture out into the unknown. Leaving home. Leaving home. Leaving religion. Leaving traditions. Leaving how you were raised. What you saw all your life. Taking risk. Exploring what's new. All right, here it says hard work wins, lazy people lose. No matter how much a lazy person may want something, he will never get it. A hard worker, on the other hand, will get everything he wants. See, God done weighed those hearts. He knows who's been doing the hard work. He knows who who was invested wholeheartedly. He knows who the generous one is versus the stingy one. He knows who's good and who's choosing to be bad. You're either going to be rewarded for your deeds or get what you deserve. So we making plans. We at a crossroads. Two of Swords, Three of Wands. A difficult decision lies ahead, but neither path offers certainty. Conflicted, Empress, decision, and then progress. What began as an idea is now evolving into actual results. Stay focused on future growth, expansion, growth, trade, voyage. Yeah, we ready to take that leap into the unknown, ready to venture out. Why? Because we looked at where we were and what we were dealing with. And we have the Five of Swords and the Moon. And it says, when victory is achieved at the expense of others, it diminishes all involved. You were dealing with people that were self-interest, just only caring about themselves. They're aggressive, full of pride, like to fight. They want war instead of peace, instead of harmony. And then we got the Moon here. Things are not as they appear. Subconscious patterns and hidden emotions may be at play. So this is, it says distortion, obscure, subconscious. So it looked like, we had some hidden competition going on amongst a friend group, family group. People, places, things. Safe to say. Community. Where it should be joy and gathering and, a season of connection is upon you. Surround yourself with those who celebrate your growth. These people were not doing that. Not celebrating your growth. Didn't want you to expand. No, stay. Stay. Stay traditional. Why are you changing what we've always done? We've always done it this way. My mama did it that way. Her mama did it that way. Her daddy did it that way, Stay that way. But it wasn't fulfilling. The people, the places, the things. You still unfulfilled. Four of Cups, emotionally dissatisfied, may be clouding your ability to receive new blessings. You bored, you contemplating all this secret and hidden competition. And deciding, yeah, I think I could do better. And after receiving this offer to collaborate with unconditional love, happiness, joy, peace on earth, your own Garden of Eden, which Christ was offering, hey, come build with me. Give me what you gave them. Watch what I do with it. Then you were able to, and here he is, with the King of Cups and the Page of Cups. Approach life with a sense of wonder. Stay open to imaginative insights and ideas, that childlike faith. Dreamer, artistry, playfulness. And then it says the King of Cups, a mature leader balances feelings and intellect, maintaining grace in the face of turbulence. Paternal, wise counsel, and diplomacy. Yeah, how he handled her emotions, her turbulent emotions when they first met. He could handle it. What's on your heart? What's on your mind? Run it. I already know anyway. But go ahead and tell me. Because you realize that you might have been the only one working in the bunch. Because it says hard work wins and lazy people lose. No matter how much a lazy person may want something, he will never get it. Sound like ungrateful people who want, but don't want to put in the work. Not good people to collaborate with. Secretly being competitive instead. But here you are being offered a new opportunity and clarifying the King of Cups and the Page of Cups. It says, start children off on the way they should go. Point your kids in the right direction. When they are older, they won't be lost. Proverbs 22:6. I feel like you might have been dealing with some, old heads. You can't tell them nothing. They already know. They looking at you like, I'm older than you. Who are you to tell me what to do? But God said, focus on those children. Give them a head start. The youth. Focus on the youth. Your children first. Making this decision. Coming to that crossroads. Deciding to leave everything behind. For that new start. For that justice. So you and your children, next generation, can have better. Can be an example before them instead of trying to convince the others, those secretly competitive, those stingy, those liars and cheaters who don't know how to love, don't want to know, don't have it in them. Stingy. The world, say the world is stingy. The world of the stingy gets smaller and smaller. Yeah. So you got to disappear. Focus on these, what's next, what's new. The children are new. Start children off on the way they should go. Point your children in the right direction, and when they are older, they won't be lost. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, was waiting a long time. Just waiting and waiting and waiting and sowing and waiting. Nothing moving. Can't make no progress. But God say, when He launches His promises earthward towards you, how swift and sure they come. It's going to be fast. It ain't going to be all day. Because you got the right connection. You're going to be able to match your fire. You're going to be able to blaze a trail with the quickness, like a shooting star. Okay, then we have 5 of Wands in reverse, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords in reverse, 8 of Swords. Card that goes with it, it says Proverbs 14:21. It's criminal to ignore a neighbor in need, but compassion for the poor, what a blessing. I'm so glad that Jesus did not ignore the Samaritan woman who was the Jews' neighbor to the Jews. I'm so glad that He did not ignore her need. Said it's criminal to ignore a neighbor in need. But compassion for the poor, what a blessing. Because she was lacking. Poor means lack. Yeah. They didn't want to cooperate. It says a desire for peace emerges, but are you sacrificing your own needs to avoid conflict, compromise, resolution? And then we have anxiety with the Nine of Swords. Fear, shame, or regret may be spiraling, but not everything you're imagining is real. Worry, insomnia, overthinking. And then Ten of Swords reversed. It says what once crushed you is now becoming your catalyst for transformation. Survivor, a new dawn. And then the Eight of Swords, trapped by negative thoughts. You feel powerless to change your circumstances. We have victim, helplessness, restricted. That's how you felt. And dealing with these people who saw you in need, knew you were lacking, without, but ignored you. The Jews definitely were ignoring the Samaritans. Ignoring, okay, stonewalling. I don't even see you. Yeah, I don't even see you. Wouldn't even look at them. Wouldn't be caught dead, one version says. Wouldn't be caught dead talking to a Samaritan. That's how much of a separation, how much of a gap, how much they were being ignored. But it says it's blessed. It's a blessing to be kind, to be compassionate for those who lack. And this is what you was doing in your situation. But you were also dealing with people who didn't want to cooperate, getting on your last nerve, worrying you, possibly even causing there to be fear, shame, and just regretting that you even collaborated with them in the first place. So you had to leave it behind, because they weren't giving up nothing. They have nothing for you. The next card says, command, create, and establish. God issues decrees. They are established forever and ever. Whatever God commands is created. Psalms 148, 5 through 6. And then it says, grabbed hold of his hand. God gives a hand to those down on their luck. Gives a fresh start. Gives a fresh start with that regeneration to those ready to quit. Ready to quit. He gives a fresh start. Don't give up. Don't give up yet. I know you haven't had any cooperation. I know you've been dealing with secret competition. Like, God, what am I going to do? I need something new. You see, I got it for you. I got it for you. New start. New cup. New opportunity. Overflowing. Overflowing. Give me what you gave them and watch what I do with it. See if I don't open the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing you ain't got room enough to receive. Overflowing. What you want? You can have whatever you like. Yeah. Happiness, peace, it's all on me. Joy overflowing. You can have whatever you like. Yes, I'm ready to bless your heart. Because it's been examined. And your children's heart too. You're a hard worker. I see it. And you're going to get everything you want. Literally says that. A hard worker will get everything they want. Proverbs 13:4. He looked beyond the faults. Looked beyond the faults. And saw the need. So he made a decree. And reminded us, God issues decrees. And they are established forever and ever. And whatever he commands is created. And then it says, grab hold of his hand. God gives a hand to those. He's being compassionate here. But compassion for the poor, what a blessing. God gives a hand to those who are down on their luck. Gives a fresh start to those ready to quit. You got the Wheel of Fortune. You got the Seven of... This is why we got the Wheel of Fortune. It says good luck. It says the wheel is turning in your favor, bringing a fortunate opportunity or destined connection. Come on with a destined connection. That's a destined connection when she ran into him. Yeah, fate, change, karma. God gives a hand to those down on their luck. That wheel turning from down to up. You was down on your luck, but now you're about to be up and stuck. Why? Because you have invested. He saw your hard work. A hard worker will get everything he wants. There you are, a hard worker. 7 years probably. Of sowing. Patient. Investing. Results require time and hard work. Prioritize sustainable growth over instant rewards. But we know how to wait. We know how to be patient. And he knows that we know how to be patient and resilient. Patient and the Nine of Wands, resilient. To get through all of that, resilient. It says the battle isn't over, but you've already proven you have what it takes to endure. You've already proven it. God has already examined your motives. He's already weighed your heart. You got your boundaries. You guard it against the stinginess. You guard it against the lying. You guard it against the cheating. You guard it against the secret competition. Guard it against it. Yeah. And then we have strength. It says inner resilience. Okay, so we got resilience twice. I see that you got it. And he knows where you got it from. You got it from him. Inner strength, inner resilience empowers you to remain calm and steady, even in the face of struggle. Bravery, self-esteem, inner strength. You ain't cocky just to be being cocky. You're confident in what he's already brought you through. You done already survived all this. It's right here, Ten of Swords reverse, say survivor. You made it through. You went through the hell in gasoline draws and survived it. Yeah. And didn't kill nobody. And didn't hurt nobody. And didn't even retaliate. You were resilient. The battle is over though. It was a battle that you endured. Internally. Went through it internally. You went through it spiritually. You didn't fight externally. You fought in the spirit. Yeah. Maybe through your artistry. Maybe through your playfulness, you fought. You cooperated, collaborated. You're receiving all this new love and harmony and even the Hierophant. You could teach from what you learn, experience. Yeah, and rewards. You ain't receiving that for nothing. You ain't receiving that because you did witchcraft on people, like they say you're doing. But no. Your heart has been weighed. You're receiving this good luck and harvest. And yeah, you did it because you were resilient. You did it the right way. You went the long way round. You took the high road. You went through the grief and the sorrow, losing everything, everybody, all of it. The heartbreak. And doing it like a good soldier. So much so that God invited you to be on his team. To shine bright like a diamond. We're beautiful like my Savior in the sky. Oh, 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 oh. We're beautiful like my Savior Jesus Christ. I say that because you did it how he did it. You followed his star. How did you do it? How did you endure to the end, Lord? Show me. And he gave you. He was with you. He showed you how to do it. Right. And now you're shining in the night. Yes. And then we have next, it says, the wisdom on track or ditched. The wisdom of the wise keeps life on track. The wisdom of the wise, with the Queen of Swords and the Ten of Wands. The wisdom of the wise keeps life on track. The foolishness of fools lands them in a ditch. Yeah. And then this right here should go with this victory. We have the Queen of Swords. It says, mental sharpness aligns with the courage to speak truth. Mental sharpness. All this is mental. All this is mental. This is how you got that mental sharpness. Dealing with this Five of Wands in reverse. Bullies. Yeah. It was too much. Too much. But in the end, here you go. With that mental sharpness. It says, mental sharpness aligns with the courage to speak truth. Your words are a guiding light. Your words are a guiding light. Your poetry is a guiding light. Honesty, clear mind. They tried to take your mind as a prize, but predestination said, she'll live and not die. Yeah, so you didn't die underneath all these responsibilities. Trying to be everything to everybody. Though you may be overwhelmed by a heavy burden of responsibilities, relief is near. Yeah, you were overloaded, overworked, with duty, stressed out. But then here go the Chariot. A surge of momentum takes you to the finish line. Let's go. Takes you to the finish line. Your will is strong. Come on. Your will is strong. And your path is clear. Come on. Your path is clear. Success, determination, you have the drive, You have the focus. The wisdom of the wise is keeping your life on track. But the foolishness of fools lands them in a ditch. After the Chariot, we got the World. It's a wrap. You have completed it. A major cycle is coming to a conclusion, marking a major milestone of achievement, graduation, fulfillment. Yes. You driving through that portal. You driving through the portal. Okay? Yes. Your chariot awaits, Cinderella. Your chariot awaits. And then we have, after that, Tower. Had to happen. What was not in your best interest, right here, had to be destroyed, had to be torn down. Radical change comes suddenly, clearing. This is how the space got cleared. This is how the space got cleared. Right here with the Chariot. It says, your will is strong and your path is clear. And then we got right, destruction. Radical change comes suddenly, clearing space to build something new. Sudden change, upheaval, it was unexpected. See that burning house? Ego, death. Yeah. Every time I see this card, I think about a dream that I had. In this dream, and then after that we have Six of Wands, Triumph. It says, recognition and support surround your accomplishments, boosting your confidence. Achievement, good news, and winning. Okay, so this is perfect for me to tell this little story about the dream I had. And it was a while ago, years ago. It's so funny how God will give you a dream years, like he did Joseph. And then years down the line, here it coming to pass. So in this dream, I see a house that's about 3 stories high. And it was on fire. And the flames were as high as the house was. And I thought to myself, I could see it from the outside. And I said, oh my God, nobody's going to be able to survive that. Nobody's going to be able to survive that. That is, I mean, it was burning. You hear me? I mean, it was lit. It was destruction. It was that. It was that. Then the dream switched, and I saw myself inside the house, sitting on a plank, like with my feet up like this right here. And I could hear, God telling me, just stay right there. Just sit right there. Just stay right there. Don't move. And I was on one, not a row, not a floor, one brand new plank, which I now know represented a new beginning. You're going to get that out of this. Because remember, I was saying before, ain't nobody going to survive that. No. But I was on the inside. I wasn't even suffering from the smoke. None of that was affecting me. God had me. Everything around me was burning. The F down. If I could just to give you a picture. Okay? It was. Yeah. Nothing else survived but me. And then right here it says achievement, good news, winning, recognition and support surround your accomplishments, boosting your confidence. We have a Page of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Curiosity. This is a time of intellectual growth. Lean into the urge to explore, learn, and articulate. Okay, now that we got that new, he's telling us what to do. Be curious, inquisitive, vigilant, communication. And then we have Seven of Cups, options, delusion, imagination. You are faced with numerous choices, but some may be an illusion. And that's just how it goes when you stepping out into the new. But we don't have to worry because we don't come this far. Okay? Did nothing get us, did nothing stop us. Yeah. Nothing burnt off but the dross. We came forth. Come on. That's pure gold. We have right here the Fool. These are the last three. The Fool, Six of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. The Fool says, not all steps require a plan. Release fear that you're going to choose the wrong cup, especially after all the bad choices you done made in the past and where you was at, and it'd be easy to just yeah, stay in fantasy land. But no, this is dreaming. This is dreaming again of all the possibilities. Here you are, stepping out on faith as the Fool with that fresh start. Idealistic, free-spirited. Now all steps require a plan. Release fear. Follow your joy. And trust in divine timing. Follow your joy, because you on that new plank. That's you on that new plank. That brand new start that he promised you. He says, I know the plans that I have for you. Plans to bless you. And to prosper you. And to give you a hope. And you had to hold on through all of that you're going through everything that was happening. So much happening, the whole thing had to be just burnt down to the ground. But here you are. A new start. And now that you have it, he says, Six of Pentacles, generosity. When the flow of giving and receiving is healthy, everyone thrives. When the flow of giving and receiving is healthy, everyone thrives. This is what you got to look forward to. So go ahead and be curious. Because you got gratitude, charity, energy exchange. And with the Queen of Cups, this you are being called to lead with empathy, male or female. You are being called to lead with empathy, emotional awareness, and intuitive knowing. Kindness, empathy, psychic, sensitive. Because we know that in her cup, this is what she got to offer. She got what he gave her. Unconditional love, the same way he loved her, she's going out to love others and to receive that love from others who are also out, in the new world that we're creating. And right here, the last card, it says, you can't go wrong doing what's right. When you work for good, when you work for good, you'll earn the trust and the respect Where is it? When you work for good, you'll earn the trust and the respect deserved. Remember? Bad people will get what they deserve, but good people will be rewarded for their deeds. But work for evil, and you are making a big mistake. Because God will tear it down. He will burn it up. He will destroy it. He will cause there to be an end. Close the door where no man can open it again. Yeah, but work for evil. Work for evil. Work for evil. Making a big mistake. Because you're going to get what you deserve. Your heart going to be weighed. Yeah. And justice going to be served. You're going to either be on one end or the other of that wheel. I'm so glad we made the right choice. You made the right choice. You've been redeemed. Go tell another now. Ain't nothing like it seems. And when the devil says, come, let's reminisce about when. Oh, girl, it ain't been that long. You ain't forgot all about then. Take him up on his offer. Don't be scared to look back. Because in the past is the fact that back then ain't never been all that. That ain't going to be hard. Yeah, all you got to do is look back. And no, that what the cars we saw today, like with the world car, this is forever. It's a whole new world now. Whole new world. Full of hope. Full of love. Peace. Yeah. No longer limited, but liberated. We're liberated now. Freedom. Able to face those fears. Fears of being alone. You was alone anyway. The shame. He washed all of that away with the Ace of Cups. Shame of what? Letting go of everything that was no longer serving you? Shame of what? Now I'm going to read this for you. We doing good. We ain't as long as I was yesterday or the other day. I'm going to read Isaiah 54. It says, and this is the Message version. It says, spread out, think big. Sing, barren woman who has never had a baby. Sing, barren woman who has never had a baby. Been through a lot of labor, but ain't birthed nothing. Been a hard worker, lots of laboring, but haven't birthed anything. Bunch of miscarriages, stillbirths. But this time he says, now that you on his team, now that you done gave him your hand and your heart, now you got your mind on him. He says, sing, honey, sing a song. Sing, barren woman who has never had a baby. Feel the air. Feel the air. Feel the air. That's the internet, y'all. Feel the air, not just your house, but get on, air it, broadcast it. Fill the air with song. You who've never experienced childbirth, you're ending up with far more children, far more blessings, far more achievements, far more rewards. You're ending up with far more children than all those childbearing women. God says so. Clear lots of ground for your tents. Make your tents large. Spread out. Think big. Dream. Use plenty of rope. Drive the 10 pecks deep. Like, be sure about it. Because you're going to need lots of elbow room for your growing family. For your growing family. Not just a family, but a growing family. You're going to take over whole nations. You're going to resettle abandoned cities. We were like that, abandoned city. Those of us who have been abandoned, yeah. But the same way he resettled us, we'll be resettling others. It says, don't be afraid. You're not going to be embarrassed. Yeah, I need that. Don't be afraid. You mean I'm not going to be embarrassed like I was the last time? No. Because you're not pouring into them. You're pouring into me. Remember, give me what you gave them and watch what I do with it. Yeah, he says, don't be afraid. You're not going to be embarrassed. Don't hold back. You're not going to come up short. You'll forget all about the humiliations of your youth and the indignities of being a widow will fade from your memory. For your maker, your creator is your bridegroom. His name, God of the angel armies. Your Redeemer is the Holy of Israel, known as God of the whole earth. To be had by him, honey. To be had by him. To have him as your husband. Your Redeemer is the Holy of Israel, known as God of the whole earth. You were like an abandoned wife. Remember I said that? Abandoned cities. You were like an abandoned wife, devastated with grief. Devastated. 10 of swords. Devastated. 9 of swords. Devastated. Don't let me get my pictures. Devastated with grief. Devastated with grief. Devastated. Devastated. Stuck. Can't even think straight. You're so devastated with grief. So much to mourn. So much to mourn. Everything burnt down. The house, the religion, the tradition, the everything. Devastated with grief. Yes, devastated with grief. You were like an abandoned wife, devastated with grief, and God welcomed you back. Come on, with that with that Ace of Cups. God welcomed you back. We'll take this. He welcomed you back. He welcomed you back. The authentic you, the real you. The winning you. The you that's a winner. All that losing going on. The hell? That's not supposed to be it. Yeah. And God welcomed you back. Like a woman married young and then left, says your God. He saw you. Your Redeemer, God says, I left you, but only for a moment. Now, with enormous compassion, gotta find it. Now, with enormous compassion. Now, with enormous compassion, I'm bringing you back. In an outburst of anger, I turn my back on you, but only for a moment. It's with lasting love that I am tenderly caring for you. This exile is just like the days of Noah. For me, I promised then that the waters of Noah would never again flood the earth. I'm promising now, no more anger. No more dressing you down. No more dressing you down, sissy. Okay, Queen of Wands is not dressed down, okay? Yes, no more dressing you down. No more dressing you down. For even if the mountains walk away and the hills fall to pieces, my love won't walk away from you. My covenant of commitment. My covenant of commitment. My covenant of commitment. My covenant of commitment. My covenant commitment of peace won't fall apart. The God who has compassion on you says so. Afflicted city. Afflicted city. Where's the affliction, Lord? Give me a picture of that afflicted city. What afflicted look like. Just afflicted. Just afflicted. Here it is. Just afflicted. Afflicted city. Afflicted. Afflicted city. Storm battered and unpitied. Storm battered and unpitied. I'm about to rebuild you. I'm about to rebuild you. I'm about to rebuild you with stones of turquoise. Lay your foundations with sapphires. Construct your towers with rubies, your gates with jewels, and all your walls with precious stones. Listen, all your children will have God for their teacher. All your children will have God for their teacher. Oh, where is my Hierophant? Where you at? Hierophant. Gotta hold it. Put my hands on it. Thank you, Lord. I thank you for your promises, Father. Y'all know the Hierophant was in here. There you are. Yeah. All your children will have God for their teacher. What a mentor for your children. You'll be built solid, grounded in righteousness. Built solid, grounded in righteousness. Far from any trouble. Far from any trouble. Nothing to fear. Far from trouble. Nothing to fear. Far from terror. It won't even come close. Far from terror. It won't even come close. Far away from terror. He's escorting you. Far away from terror. It won't even come close. Far away from terror. It won't even come close. If anyone, where's the other one? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If anyone, right there, if anyone attacks you, don't for a moment suppose that I sent them. And if any should attack, nothing will come of it. I create the blacksmith who forges the fire. I create the blacksmith who fires up his forge and makes a weapon designed to kill. I also create the destroyer, but no weapon that can hurt you has ever been forged. Any accuser who takes you to court, y'all know justice is in here somewhere. But any accuser who takes you to court will be dismissed as a liar. This is what God's servants can expect. I'll see to it, he says. I'll see to it that everything works out for the best. And this is God's decree, it says right here. This is God's decree. And then we have God issues decrees. They are established forever and ever. Whatever God commands is created. What a promise. What a promise. And he says when God launches, promises to come. When God launches his promises earthward towards us, how swift and sure they come. God is not a man that he should lie. He is not like man. He is not a man that he should lie, nor the son of one that he should repent. What he decrees, it will be. If we believe. If we believe that we got the victory. Just stay in relationship. Stay in relationship. What a love. That's my scripture, y'all. And I'm to her. And I do not just follow. It's nothing religious. I can tell you this. There's nothing religious about my walk. Nothing religious about my life. It's a real life. It's a real walk. And I continue to serve him because it's all come to pass. Everything that he promised it's come true. I was in the mess, and he got me out of it. Made a way where there was no way. I mean, made a way where you knew that it was God making the way. Escorting you out. Yeah. I didn't burn. And I've been burnt before. That's what happened to my hand. Grease fire. It was out of control. Over my head, if you would. Didn't know how to put it out. I had done put the salt on it and the flour on it and everything on it. I was in my 20s when that happened. Young wife. Probably about 21. I'm talking to my grandma on the phone. And I done walked out of the room, then come back to the kitchen. I'm like, Grandmama, it's on fire. She said, put this on it, put that on it. And I'm just saying, it's not working. It's just getting higher. She said, throw it out the back door. And when I went to throw it, the grease came back. And that's how I ended up with these third-degree burns. But baby, I was supposed to be swimming in that kitchen like a fried piece of chicken, okay? So I'll take this little bit right here. Thank you, Lord. Didn't go no further than that. And it's so funny because I had an aunt that I never got a chance to meet. Because when she was maybe 10 years old, she was in the backyard. And they was, burning some leaves. And her petticoat on her dress caught a fire. And she ran. And they say that by the time she got to the end of the street, she was just a ball of fire. My great-grandfather was in his house, 96 years old. Okay? He didn't die of old age. House fire. So that fire, yeah. But I thank God that that curse is broken because it didn't get me. Didn't get me. In the natural or in the spirit. When I was telling you about the dream that I had. I have 55 years old. At a place in my life where I've had to let everything go. Just me and my children. And everything that I'm building going forward. But I am so thankful to have my heart intact. I'm thankful that I'm better and I didn't become bitter. That it is well with my soul. And I am just looking forward to these promises. Looking forward to this new. Thanking God that I've been redeemed. And and all I want to do is just live the rest of my life just basking in the glory, in the goodness, in the, the God that I love. Just creating an atmosphere of just love and happiness and joy and peace. And every now and then, I'm a warrior. That's the calling on my life. But even with that, through my art, through my music, it's to build. Yes, I may have to tear down, but I'm only tearing down what need to be torn down. So that there's room to build what we want to remain forever. In my world, say generosity. My world should get larger and larger. Yeah. More love. More peace. Peace that can't be taken away. Yeah. No terror. Place where there's no terror. Where my children have God as their teacher. I can't ask for nothing better than that. God as their mentor. What a mentor for your children. You'll be built on solid ground in righteousness, far from any trouble, nothing to fear. Oh, that feeling right there of having nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. Nothing tormenting you. Just peace. Just joy. And praise and thanksgiving and gratitude. Because he gave you an opportunity to do something new. If you just let go of the old. Just allow it to give us beauty for ashes. And I'm excited about it. Can't wait to see what he does next. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'm just looking forward to us just, I don't even know, y'all, how this gonna go, but I'm just going with the flow. I'm just a fool out here. You just a fool. You know you in love. What you say? Hey, hey, hey. Yes, I used to be a fool like Ike and Tina. I like Tina was a fool for Ike. But now I'm a fool for him. And just enjoying it. Come along for the ride and enjoy it with me. And I'll see you guys next time.